to come out of the coronavirus for the Super League. Do you think he'll come back and make an impact, be a success still? Do you think that's expected?
I think it's certainly expected, isn't it? I mean, as you say, it depends on his shoulder injury, but again, the benefit of coronavirus is the amount of time he's not been playing for. So, yeah, I guess it depends how the rest of the season pans out for him.
Yeah, let's hope he does get back on the field for Canberra, join Williams, Sutton, Hodgson and Whitehead in getting them back to the finals, and then from there, come home.
Yep.
Someone who's not going home is Israel Folau. He's extended his contract with Super League club Catalan Dragons until the end of 2021. The 31-year-old former Australian Rugby Union international joined the French club in January. He scored 1 try in 3 games before the season was suspended in March because of coronavirus. Folau returned to Rugby League after 10 years away following his sacking by Rugby Australia in May 2019 for posting homophobic comments on social media. So we talked a lot about Israel Folau in the first months of 2020 before other things took over the world. Not rewarding, but showing loyalty to the Catalan Dragons after they kind of gave him a chance to, I don't want to quite say redeem himself, but get his professional sporting career back underway after things that after behaving and saying and doing things that most people would find utterly reprehensible. The Catalans gave him a way out. What do you think? Do you think it's a positive on both the club and the player that he's going to be there next year, or are we still hankering for a bit more contrition?
I mean, I think his performance on the field spoke for itself. Although to give him an extra year's contract based on 3 matches does seem very generous, maybe. Do you know what I mean? Like three games, it's not a lot, is it, really, to make a call on?
I suppose it's 3 games, and it's also 6 months where he's not being a scumbag in publicly a scumbag.
Yeah, but unless there was somebody else that was interested in him, and that's why Catalans acted when they did. I don't know, but you've got to say Catalans have got a very good player. Well, a very good player, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
He came on and beat us. When they played us, he came on and was the difference.
That's the kind of thing that they're looking for on the field, and if he continues to not say horrible things about people that don't deserve horrible things said about them off the field, then that's all the better, I suppose.
Yep. Sorry. So, and Featherstone Rovers have announced that young prop forward Jimmy Beckett has agreed a new 1-year contract extension at the club. The 20-year-old spent the majority of the 2019 season on loan with Oldham, but has agreed a new deal to keep him at the LD Nutrition Stadium until the end of the 2021 season. I don't know anything about Jimmy Beckett, do you?
No, never heard of him, but it's good to see that Feather putting some value in the local youth by signing him up.
Yep.
Here's the first one of the sort of weird, kind of interesting, but I don't know much about them kind of stories. League One side West Wales Raiders have announced a new partnership with Cardiff Metropolitan University as part of their growing work in the community in Wales. The club already have an established partnership with Swansea University, but will now be involved with the Santander-funded internships, which will see students getting paid for work experience with the Raiders on a 1 to 2 month cycle. Both full and part-time options will be available for final year students at the university as well as their recent graduates. What
What work experience are they going to be doing?
Well, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, groundsman, kitman, office staff.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, great, you know, excellent. They're going to get some staff paid for without having to presumably put much money into it, as it's funded by Santander.
Yeah, and I suppose
They're
you
going to
get
get
some sort of guarantees of the kind of people you'll be getting, because the university isn't going to be putting people forward to this program who are going to kind of make them look bad, are they?
Well, you'd hope not. And, you know, a 1 to 2 month cycle, then presumably actually you're not stuck with them for that long, even if they are rubbish. But
it seems
just
like
a bit
a positive
random.
story. It really does. I don't understand it, but I think when you're seeing the worst club in rugby league, in professional or semi-professional rugby league, connected with two universities and also a multinational bank in the same news story, that's got to be good for rugby league and for rugby league in Wales.
Yeah. Just slightly random.
Yeah, even more random, Sarah.
Here we go then. Toronto Wolfpack have launched a formal partnership with the UK government's Department for International Trade. The Wolfpack have announced the agreement that also involves Betfred Super League and will help strengthen transatlantic trade between Canada and the UK.
I mean, it's more concrete than just the Prime Minister holding a packet of Tim Tams, saying international trade's going to happen. I suppose it's slightly more concrete than that.
It really feels like we're scraping the barrel, but these are actual news stories that are out there at the moment.
I think it's obviously, in a wider political context, it's relevant for our country, as we now need to seek ways to set up international trading relationships, given we've just come out of the largest single market in the world. So I think obviously the government are trying everything to find ways, and the fact that rugby league have found a way to be in this moving forward has got to again be seen as a potential positive for rugby league. Whether the UK government want to get into bed with companies that don't pay the staff on time, reportedly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but at the same time, it's got to be seen as a positive for rugby league that we're making
up there,
waves
pioneering.
at these levels.
Yeah.
Weird.
I feel like I'm really, unprepared, not really having a lot to say about it, but I don't really know what there is to say about it.
No, but Ottawa Aces, whilst we're in Canada, we'll stay in Canada. The Ottawa Aces have appointed Laurent Fraserneau as the club's first head coach. The Canadian side will enter League One ahead of the 2021 season, having taken on the licence of Hemel Stags. Fraserneau was the coach of Catalans between 2013 and 2017, and he will take charge of them in their inaugural season. News that was rumoured a while ago, now confirmed.
I think it's a good signing for them.
I mean, it's a man who's got plenty of Super League experience, of course, because he played in Super League as well earlier in his career, and he knows how to be a head coach.
Yeah. There's plenty of worse options out there.
Definitely. I mean, he's not been with a club since 2017, but we have seen him, haven't we, at various times, sort of in shots, in games, with coaching staff of different clubs. So he's clearly been getting around, trying to learn, trying to develop his skills and stuff. And obviously he's had this job for a while. It's just only now been confirmed, it appears.
Yeah.
That he's been involved with this project now for a few months. So,
yeah, I mean, in terms of Ottawa, I think, they've got to see it as a positive story.
Definitely.
4 more teams have been announced to compete in next year's Euro 13's competition. The latest teams to be announced are Copenhagen RLFC, Chisinau Scorpions, Edinburgh Eagles, and Lioni Veneti.
So, Edinburgh Eagles we talked a bit about this last week, me and Tim. That's the kind of club that we can understand why. I'm just kind of vamping really, because I'm trying to figure out where Chisinau is. It's in Moldova.
I was just googling that. Yeah, it's the capital of Moldova.
And Leone Venetti is an Italian team, so we just now need to figure out where Copenhagen is. No, I'm only joking. But it just shows the reach of that competition now.
Leone's in German. Oh no, that's their company, not the place. Carry on.
That just shows the reach of this competition. If it can touch teams from all those development areas, that's where this competition will do well. Teams like Copenhagen and Edinburgh Eagles and Leone Venetti, I'm not sure what the Moldovan rugby league scene is like, but if the Chisinau Scorpions have a domestic competition that they can play in as well and strengthen that by bringing their players through into this competition where they get to play against, I guess, some decent level amateur players from across Europe, then they're positives for this story.
Yep. There is no longer a Moldovan national rugby team. Not competed since 1995.
So it's baby steps getting something back into that area, then, isn't it? It's you can't say that's a bad thing to have rugby league in a country that it seems to have disappeared from. So we're gonna.
And they do neighbour Ukraine, who's starting with rugby league teams as well. So hopefully, like the two countries together, maybe could do something.
Yeah, exactly. And more people playing rugby league around Europe is a positive for rugby league.
Yeah.
International Rugby League (IRL) has confirmed the receipt of an application for full membership from Tonga Tonga Rugby League. The application is I so butcher anything with the apostrophe in the middle. The application is being processed by the Asia Pacific Rugby League before being passed to the IRL for final consideration. Do we think this will be properly done and dusted before next year's World Cup? The fixtures for next year's World Cup are finalised.
You'd like to think so. However, rugby league, organise, process things in time. It's all got question marks after it, hasn't it, really?
It has. But But
they've got plenty of time, so, you'd hope that they'd get it done.
Yeah, I agree.
The RLWC 2021 has announced a collaboration with IRL, which will see both organisations working together on the broadcast production of matches at the tournament, in addition to the sale of broadcast rights across the world. The partnership, along with the existing agreement with the BBC, will be responsible for the production of 61 matches across the Rugby League World Cup's men's, women's and wheelchair tournaments next year. And the BBC has also confirmed it will show every minute of every one of the 61 matches live on their platforms. The worldwide broadcast partners for the tournaments will be announced in the coming months. All sounds very positive.
Yeah, every minute of every match from the tournament on the BBC in one way, shape or form.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Obviously, when they work out worldwide broadcast deals as well, that's going to mean that if every match is being covered, every country can take every match if they want to, you would think. So the more exposure for the tournament in a year where it was going to be one of the few blue ribbon sporting events, but now is going to be one of the many blue ribbon international sporting events. So the more we can do to get it out there in front of people, fantastic. And it gives you more confidence that the IRL will get the other things sorted with Tonga.
Yeah. It would be good, wouldn't it? But yeah. No, all in all, a positive story.
Yeah, I think we've got some scarier stories coming up in the coronavirus section of the news, but it's been good so far. I've got three sort of late sort of Monday drop stories to throw in. Huddersfield Giants standoff Lee Gaskell has signed a 1-year contract extension to the end of 2021. The 29-year-old has featured 80 times for the Giants since arriving from Bradford in